And now, the Becky and Bubba Weekly Podcast.
Oh my! Whoa,
Big D and Bubba, they have a show 5 days a week, but they don't get to say everything that's on their mind, so they have an extra one. And that's how we get the podcast, the podcast, the podcast. The Big D and Bubba Weekly Podcast.
Yeah.
Shredding it, Bubba. Go, baby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You play any instrument? Oh, is that
Tequila. Bailey Zimmerman. He was drunk on stage in Mexico, and he's like, I forgot the words because I'm drinking tequila.
I was when I saw that when he was singing there, and it was so bad.
I was look, dude. It could have been worse. He could have been Billy Ray. Speaking of, that one's very.
That one's
yeah. So
like
this,
alarming.
That's just somebody having a good time.
Yeah. It's just he's.
I mean, Billy Ray has been in here many times. I've never seen him.
Well, when you even his own son, Trace, is that his name?
Yeah.
Was like, hey, he needs some help, or I don't know. It was.
Look, man,
we didn't play it. We didn't.
We didn't even talk about it.
No, we didn't. I don't know. There's a line for me, and I think you too, where at one hand, we're the radio or your country music knowledge.
We're going to report to you whatever we hear and this and that.
And then it's other parts. I'm kind of like, I don't know.
Ingrid Andress was one of those situations because she had something clearly going on. What was it? The All-Star game, trying to sing the anthem.
Yeah.
And she was actually supposed to be on the show the next day.
I remember that.
She went to rehab. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So, but it's.
She said no.
See,
thank you.
And that's
I got
where
that.
we're at. That's that's the balance. Yeah, we have to have that.
Thank you, Amy.
Got to have that. But there's just some things that we just kind of go, Bubba said, hey, we don't get penalized for things we don't say.
Mm-hmm. That is probably the biggest thing ever is that, and this goes with anything, whether you're going to tweet something out or make a thing on TikTok or whatever, just remember whatever your words are that you put out into the universe, somebody's going to see it. Yeah. And my dad used to always tell us, remember we used to talk about this early on when we first started the show. My dad would be like, just, be careful. Don't talk bad about people's heroes, because if you make a comment about, let's say you make a disparaging comment about Billy Ray, then the Billy Ray fans is going to be very upset with you. If we say something about Carrie Underwood, which has happened once back in the day, we said something, it was a joke with Carrie that we said, but her fans, even though Carrie laughed at us, her fans got mad.
Yeah.
Like angry. That was what my dad used to say, is like, be careful with you people, because, this is who they look up to.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's sad to see people get into situations where their health is starting to decline because of some kind of dependence upon whatever it may be, whatever the substance is,
like
alcohol or opioids or
peanut butter. Could be anything for you.
Yeah.
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough. Dude, I went and I bought a...
Here we go. See, that's all you get.
Yeah, that's all you had to do was cookie dough.
If you ever want to, like, what's wrong with Bubba? Is he feeling all right? Just go, cookie dough. He'll be like, oh.
That's like a bobber on the water.
I wanted to go get some cookie dough the other day. Actually, I thought about making cookies. So I go and I'm
that's a good start.
Yeah. And I go and I go to the little cookie aisle, at the grocery store, and I see the Toll House.
Yeah.
I know. It's not my favorite.
The ones that are pre-made?
The ones in the little tub. You get like it looks like those cereal bowls that you had whenever you were were little because we couldn't afford real bowls. That was what it was. And I got a Nestle Toll House tub of.
Oh, that's okay. Of the
of the mix. I mean,
Gotcha.
the cookie dough.
Gotcha.
So I bought the cookie dough, and I was like, I'm going to make some cookies. And then I was like, and I'm going to eat some of the cookie dough out of this after I put my cookies in. Dude, I never got a single cookie into the oven.
I bet you never even turned the oven on.
Never did. Over the course of
How long? I want to hear this. Well, how long was that?
3 days.
You ate on it for 3 days?
The entire tub
I
of Toll
don't
House
know.
cookie dough was gone in 3
I want to
days.
judge you there, but you talking about this big? Those tubs?
No. It's the
Smaller?
one that's about like 2.5 inches deep. You
3
know, and
days?
it's like
that's not bad. That's really not bad.
It's a lot of cookies.
I mean,
How many cookies
I
is
don't
in
know.
one tub of?
You probably make 2 dozen, maybe.
I'm gonna say 40.
Oh, but yeah.
I'm looking it up.
What
right
about the
now.
thing? I saw a few years ago. They were like, "Oh, this has raw egg in it," or you can,
36 ounces, by the way, is what it is. Raw eggs and what? I'm sorry.
no, just saying that you get. It's dangerous to eat raw cookie dough, but I've never had a problem.
Is it actually dangerous? Like, have you actually?
Well,
I
mean,
don't know when he wins.
Okay,
I mean,
I can't tell you how many. I was going to say pounds. How many tens of hundreds of pounds
Pallets.
of cookie dough?
just say pallets.
How many pallets of cookie dough that I have eaten in my lifetime? Man, raw eggs are not yet. It really is probably at least a pallet of cookie dough. I love some cookie dough.
Trailer boxes.
I'll tell you this.
Just drop off one of those big cargo ship containers at my house.
Whatever is in that raw egg, that clog in his artery is going to stop it. So it's not going to matter. That's good.
Anyway, by the way, 36-ounce tub is about 36 containers because it's 2 tablespoons.
36 cookies, you mean?
I mean, yeah, 36, yes.
Cookies.
So 36 cookies over the
In
course
3
of 3
days.
days. That's not too bad.
Yeah, no. See, that's like 12 a day. 12 cookies a day.
That's not bad.
It's it has been. There's worse.
And think about it. 12 cookies over the course of 24 hours?
Yeah, it really
And
isn't.
it's 120 calories
Not
per.
that big of a deal.
So over the course of 3 days, I had about 4,000 calories worth of cookies. That's not going to be terrible.
It's
There are
were
worse
you
things.
eating other things too, or just like,
No, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so-
Yeah,
maybe.
right.
But it wasn't a whole lot because I was full.
Well, I mean, hey, you guys, I don't know what made me think of this, but you guys ever had tequila? You ever had tequila? Do you guys like it?
I don't think I've actually ever had tequila.
I tried it one time, and it is nasty.
I hate tequila. I got really ill on tequila one time with my buddy Everett. And
You and Ev, what y'all doing?
I don't know. He lived
You don't
on-
remember?
I don't. I killed an entire bottle of Cuervo 1800. This is back in the day, and I killed the entire thing.
When you say
by
back in the
myself.
day, you mean back the other day?
But I killed the whole thing by myself. And there's photos and everything of me just
Oh, yeah,
hammered.
jumping over a fire and that kind of stuff.
Stupid stuff. And
Golly, I love all that.
yeah, he had to carry me up some stairs. I mean, otherwise I was going to sleep out in the yard, and he's like worried about cops, coming by.
What was
or
your
whatever.
weight when he had to carry you?
I
Yeah.
was much lighter.
Oh, Bubba used to be pretty small.
Yeah, I've seen
Not
some
small,
of the
like-
photos. Yeah.
I was probably
thinner.
200-ish.
Yeah, just
Right,
didn't have
right.
much body. There's no body fat.
Did we ever what? I'm sorry.
I don't remember. What was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know. Garrett is actually allergic to alcohol. Is it all alcohol or just beer?
All alcohol. Can't have beer. Can't have liquor. Can't have wine.
Can you drink like 0.0, like Heineken 0.0?
I can drink Heineken 0. Yeah, it's not like a barley thing. or-
Okay, so you can do even the Guinness 0.
So, and I'll do that whenever I rarely go out. I'll get like a Heineken 0 or a O'Doul's or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's pretty delicious. I
Okay,
mean,
those have 0.5%, if I'm not mistaken, and you're okay with that amount? It's not too much?
do they have 0.5%?
Like in O'Doul's? Okay, a 0.0, no, because it has
Like,
to
I'm not
have-
gonna die if I.
What do you
drink
get? What
alcohol.
happens to you?
I just
Start singing?
If I have one beer in me, I'll get super duper red. I can hear my heartbeat in my head. I get hives on my chest, and I get drunk really quick. So like 3 beers, and I'll probably be blacked out.
When you think about the people on this show, we have some weird allergies between us. Like,
yeah, you're cold one.
Garrett is allergic to alcohol. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anybody else who's allergic to alcohol.
See, the cold I didn't believe until I actually saw it for myself and went, wow, this is a real thing.
When we were at the CMA remotes, he came back with like 2 Diet Cokes and his hands were breaking out.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
they
it was
were in
kind of
that-
weird because he helped me shovel snow a couple of years ago in the parking lot, and
Almost
everything
killed me.
was fine.
Almost
It
killed me.
didn't almost kill me. No, yeah, work. Doing work.
Yeah,
almost
doing
killed me.
work almost killed me.
No, it's the cold thing. If you've never heard of cold urticaria, it's an actual allergy to cold. They don't know if I got it as a side effect from COVID or a tick bite. Probably a tick bite. And you know what? I will say this: being allergic to cold and having the hives and breaking out and all that is no big deal because Big D's wife is allergic because of a tick bite. She can't have meat and milk and stuff like.
She can have
Dude!
meat. She can't have. Oh, what is it?
Oh, she can have meat now.
Well, yeah, like emu.
Yeah,
ostrich. She can't have anything
The other
that
red
is
meat.
that is a mammal. I
So
believe
she
is
can't
right.
have beef or can she
Nope.
have pork?
No.
So she can have things that lay eggs.
Yes, you can
Yes.
have chicken. Can't have milk or any dairy.
No yogurt. Ooh.
No, none of that.
I
And
love
she
yogurt.
can't do beef. Any sausages, pork,
Because it's all
all that
mixed up.
Yeah, I can't have any of that kind of stuff. So she, and there's a, it's called Alpha Gal is the name of it, but she's doing a thing now where she takes like a tincture. Is that the word? It's like a little
Yeah.
bit.
Tincture.
I think so, but it's like a little bit of the bad stuff, so that your body can work on a little bit, and then she's been doing. I think it's going to be like a year.
So she's trying to work her body's
The
resistance.
iocane powder. It's that.
Yeah, I
it's
was going to say just like
built up-
Princess Bride.
Yes. Yeah, built up a.
A resistance to it.
That's it.
So do you think if she ever overcomes this, she'll go back to eating those things, or do you
I don't
think
think.
she
No, I
kinda-
don't. I don't think she. I don't think so.
That would be the worst. See, I'm fine with being allergic to cold. You know me, as much as I love a steak or whatever. I mean, milk. I drink gallons of milk. I could. It would really be one of the hardest adjustments ever. And I know I'm not going to say I couldn't do that because obviously, when your life is on the line, just like you with alcohol, you do what you got to do to stay alive. But it would be rough.
Yeah.
You couldn't put cream in your coffee.
No.
That stuff you put in your coffee is terrible for you.
Oh, the stuff I have that that sugar-free whatever.
Well, yeah, that powdered stuff
Okay, so
is
they-
terrible.
They used to sell, and I got used to just putting the powder in there because we don't have milk here, or even creamer. But they used to sell this. It was like a coconut thing, and it was basically pure coconut, and it was amazing. And I used to just put that in my thing, but they don't sell it anymore. I don't know where to get it.
Like coconut milk or just coconut?
It was like this shredded coconut, but it was powdered coconut,
Oh, okay. Yeah. I
and
don't
it
know.
was so good.
I remember that. Yeah, I used to get into. Well, I went to a thing where I didn't eat meat just because I watched the Forks Over Knives documentary.
Oh, I don't know if they know about your documentary issue.
Yeah,
This is something we haven't
What?
talked much about on the show.
Yeah, it's
Big D has a documentary issue. It's an illness. If he watches a
it's a
documentary
mental illness.
on whatever it may be,
Yeah,
whatever
doesn't
the
matter.
documentary is,
Doesn't matter.
he adopts that and changes his life according to the documentary.
I can't.
Wow.
The footnote or the cliff notes is I believe any documentary I watch.
Whatever the documentary.
It doesn't matter.
So he could watch a documentary about how aliens are fake, and all of a sudden,
I'd be like, man, they make some good points.
and then he could watch one about aliens are real.
So
And
I
then-
watched Forks Over Knives one time, and I stopped eating meat the next day.
changed your life.
I didn't eat meat for almost 2 years, and I lost 100 pounds.
Oh, I thought you gained weight during that time.
Gained weight.
Because I remember when you were going to the gym regularly.
Well, I would have lost more, but I was going to the gym so much. It was kind of offsetting a little bit, but I ended up losing right at 100 pounds.
Big D was going to the gym twice a day.
Oh,
Sometimes I
wow.
would. Yeah, sometimes I would.
So did you watch a documentary about how meat was amazing, and then you changed your entire
Man, I'll
ideology?
tell you what I did.
They have those.
I'll tell you what I did. It was Famous Dave's Barbecue. and was there. And there are other things that you can get. Like you don't have to get. Yeah. I wasn't like, oh, we're at a meat place, I have to get. I can't eat anything. They always have something. And I don't know. I was just like, you know what? I've been doing it for a while, and I was kind of, it smells so good, and I do like their ribs, and I'm like, I want to try some. That was it. Well, you know it, I'm drinking tequila.
So, should we show you a documentary about exercising?
Oh,
Dang.
oh,
I'm asking.
Holy
Just
cow.
trying to help out.
man, Schaefer! I wish I knew you when you were fat. Like Schaefer before he
Actually,
started working
right
with
now,
us.
this is pretty much as fat as I get right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I've put a lot of that weight I lost back on.
How much did you lose?
40 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've got my winter weight on right now.
It's always winter.
I was going to say
It's always
it's
winter.
winter somewhere. Yeah, I mean, and that's true. Right now, it is summer in the middle of Chile and
I have a
Argentina.
neighbor who actually has been down in South America for the past couple of weeks, enjoying summer, and I'm hiking Patagonia and all this.
My
It's
buddy
like,
goes
yeah,
snow
good for you, buddy.
skiing every summer.
Yeah.
They go and do Patagonia and all those places. They go and they hit all those stuff up, and I'm like, that's
Is that kind of
crazy.
near Ecuador?
I don't know, man.
That's the thing that said
you know what's
Ecuador
weird?
is named Ecuador because it's near the equator. And I was like, wow, I feel stupid.
What is
I
that?
know. It's true. That's right up there with the Trojan horse story isn't true. That never happened. Ever.
Ecuador is not by the. Well, I don't know. Hold on, I'm pulling
I
it up.
mean Patagonia. Ecuador is definitely near the equator.
Ecuador is on the equator.
Right.
It's split down the middle almost by the
that's
equator.
that's how they got its name.
Yeah.
I feel like the Trojan horse thing did
I
happen.
thought that was going to be a lie. I'm sorry. Go on.
No.
Fake news.
No. What'd you say, Garrett?
I said I feel like the Trojan horse thing did happen, and you're just
No.
being clickbaited into thinking it didn't.
No. It's part of Greek mythology. And mythology is myth. It's in the name. And it's not true. It's as true as Zeus is.
But it's in Monty Python.
That's true.
Is it Monty Python?
Oh,
I think
yeah.
they use a big rabbit though.
Yeah, they use a rabbit instead of a horse.
Which one is that?
Holy Grail.
Are
Yeah.
they inside the rabbit?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
At the end. Yeah. It gets kind of at
When's
the
the
end.
last time you
Spit
watched?
on you.
When's the last time you guys watched that movie?
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah, probably.
I watch it in clips, but I don't know
Yeah,
the last
that's
time I
it.
actually watched
I've
the
watched
movie.
it in clips over the course of the last 30 years. I don't think I've watched the whole thing since like I was a kid. I don't know. I can't remember. I remember watching it as a kid and not getting it and thinking, what is this? And then seeing the clips over the course of the years going, oh, this is brilliant. But I don't think I've watched
I used
it
to have
as
a
a whole.
VHS of it. I don't think.
Yeah, I
It's at
owned
the house
I owned the DVD of it.
Yeah.
It holds up, man.
It does.
I went to Camelot whenever I was in Scotland. They went to one castle. They filmed the whole thing like in 6 days.
Mm-hmm. They did.
And they
it
went
quick,
to one castle. They could only get one place to agree to let them film there because all the like national castles that they requested were like, no, you're not going to come here and make a farce out of our castle. We have the history and blah, blah, blah. And so they had to settle. So they went to this one
Wasn't
castle.
that more Scottish you just did?
Well, it was Scotland.
Okay. Was
Yeah.
it Scotland? Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of like Scottish. So they go and they filmed everything there. So all the different castles in the movie are just different rooms of the same castle. And it also is Winterfell from Game of Thrones.
I didn't watch Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Again, that's another show that I saw in clips. If it's on reels, if it's in a clip form, I will have watched some portion of it. But in terms of like full on episodes, nah.
So
I watch everything in about 90-second clips now.
I only watched the final season of Game of Thrones. Remember how mad people got whenever I binge watched on YouTube? Right before they were putting out the final season of Game of Thrones, on YouTube, somebody did a 20-minute synopsis of the prior 6 seasons. So I watched that.
That's pretty smart.
I watched and it was 20 minutes to get caught up on everything.
Yeah.
And then I watched the very first episode of season 7, the final season, and I watched that all the way through, and I was not upset about how it ended, because as somebody who only watched the synopsis, I didn't have all these preconceived notions of how it had to
See,
be.
that's what I did with Breaking Bad. I watched like the final 8 episodes of Breaking Bad and just found out everything that happened before it, and I enjoyed it. So it was good. I did. People were like, I can't believe you did.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a TV show. Just calm down.
You're missing out on a few of the, you know.
Yeah, but I went back and watched them as clips later on. I just didn't see them as the full episode.
Yeah,
But then I watched Better Call Saul, which in my opinion was actually a better show.
it is a better show. Better. It's
It's a better written show.
Better written show. Better acted. Well, I don't know if it's better acted, but it's really good.
Could I watch that without knowing anything about
Better Call Saul?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's a
Okay.
prequel.
Because, like, didn't you say there's like little Easter eggs? Like they'll have
Yeah.
people from the future show
Right.
up in an episode.
But
Yeah.
Right, but you don't have to know that in order to enjoy Better Call Saul.
It's just like a little bonus if you get it. You're like, oh, that's the guy from.
That's Nacho.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
I remember
right.
that's the only name I remember, because that guy was on our show like the day before his character was killed
Oh,
off.
Nacho was great.
We had a nice run there for a while on killing characters off.
We did with Walking Dead too.
Yeah.
It was like that was the thing all the way up until Michonne. Every single person from The Walking Dead that appeared on our show died.
Gone.
Like within 2 episodes. I was like,
Gone.
what are we doing?
To be fair, a lot of characters got killed off.
Now they did. Walking Dead went
Well,
through
Walking
'em.
Dead was good up until. All right, here's where I'm at. Walking Dead was peak at that farmhouse with the farmer guy, the old guy, and they're all in the barn, and they're all locked in there.
Yeah.
After that, it was. I couldn't keep up with it. It got weird and hard to follow.
Okay, see, I watched all of it except the final season. Remember how they split it in half, and then but I watched everything up to then. Walking Dead had moments of brilliance, and even episodes like a 3-episode run where you're like, oh, thank God I watched all of these, because that was so good seeing like a little story arc play out. But there were, in the same vein, 5 and 6 in a row that would just suck, and they were tedious to go through because they were setup episodes.
I thought having your entire group of people in a giant jail is so cool, though. That's a great place for a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
You got food, probably not very good food.
But you were able to farm on the inside of the yard.
You got
Yeah.
security.
You got shanks.
That's where we're going, Bubba, when it all hits.
Man, I would be down for that. You got guard towers already built in.
I actually am hitting you guys up whenever stuff hits the fan, because I feel like you guys are the most prepared. I don't have many friends like you guys.
I was pre-divorce, but a lot of that stuff has changed.
Did you split your MREs or something?
No, but I lost my ability to keep stuff the way I was keeping it, and same thing with my caches and all that. I had stuff planned. I mean, I do have a backup plan, but I don't have like a bug out spot
The
now.
concept of having to split your MREs in the divorce is hilarious.
Is that the Salisbury steak? No, that one's. I need that. That's my. You had extra.
Yeah, I need the instant potatoes.
Yeah.
Instant potatoes are awesome.
Just hit it on a rock.
No, we had some MREs when we were out in Colorado back in October, November. We
Yeah.
did that was a few meals when
On
we
the
were out
hunting
there.
trip, Mountain House.
Yeah.
Those Mountain House meals, man.
Yeah.
Mountain House. I love me some Mountain House, man.
Mountain House. Listen, Mountain House is nasty if you were to eat it right now.
Yeah.
However,
Right.
2 days in the woods or whatever, it's
Best meal you've ever had.
Oh, it's like Nobu.
And
That's the thing.
astronaut ice cream too, man.
Oh man, that's
Isn't it interesting how much better things taste depending upon your level of hunger and starvation?
Or your location, wherever you are. I mean, because again, you're out in the woods,
Yeah.
and you're like, man, beef stroganoff sounds great right now.
Oh
but I
yeah,
would
you're out in the
never-
woods and I'm like, this is the best tasting 2-year-old jerky I've ever had in my life. Yes. This is the best ever Slim Jims I've ever had.
This
Man, I
is the
gotta-
best.
I gotta get back into dehydrate. I want to get in a really good dehydrator. Didn't your dad have one?
He bought me one. He bought me
Oh, you have one?
a 9-rack, really nice one.
You use it?
No.
You want to sell it?
Yeah.
How much you want for it?
I'll give it to you, man.
No.
No, I'll give it to you.
No, I'm not going to.
Dude.
Why don't you bring it here and we'll
I'll tell you the ones I bought. Now that one is it's a really, really nice one. It's a couple $100 if I'm not mistaken from like Bass Pros where you got it. But I have the ones that use no power. They're like the drying racks and the curing racks or whatever that don't use power, and you're just supposed to I don't know how it works because I've never used them, but I have two of those that I bought as part of my preps years ago, and they're still in the box. I figured, well, if I ever need them, I can read the instructions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got dehydrators that are made to not use electricity.
We need to do that this spring because we've talked about it, to where we make the outside area a picnic/grilling area.
Yes.
Especially if we do our other idea involving the fire escape.
Yes.
We need to create
Yeah,
that
that's his own
atmosphere.
thing.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And because we could just throw stuff out on the smoker.
Of course.
And just let it
While
go.
the show's happening.
Yeah, go early. I mean, let it first off marinate it overnight,
Mm-hmm.
and then get it in, put it on, just let it go, do the show, and by the time we finish, it'll be, it depends on what it is, of course, but
Yeah.
Did you guys know that Ecuador was named because it's right on the equator?
Every time you say, "Did you know?" all I hear now is Justin Nunley in my head. That's all I ever hear.
Did you know Justin got?
Did you know?
So he bought a General Lee, the Dukes of Hazzard
I
car.
saw it in his garage on the end of one of his clips. He was doing some snow talk, and I saw like the taillight. I went, what?
Charger. He also bought the police car of Roscoe Pete Coltrane.
Roscoe Pete Coltrane.
Pete Coltrane. He has his police car that they used in the TV show.
The actual
The
one.
yeah, it was one of them because the actor, whoever that is, he it was his personal one. He after the show he bought it, or they gave it to him.
Best? Was that his?
James Best, yes.
And so it's James Best. It was his car, and so he bought it. I don't know if he's still alive or his estate or something, but yeah, Justin has both. He's got the cop car.
I'm going to try to call him real
He got the
quick.
cop car and the General Lee. And I was just like, that's pretty cool, man.
When TikTok did not go away, I was very happy for Justin
I was
Nunley to
too.
keep
His
his
final-
primary revenue source coming in.
I was going to say his
Yeah.
final message was, hey, what's going on, Justin?
What's going on, brother?
Did you know that Ecuador is named after the fact that the equator runs right through it?
Did you know that?
I mean, I figured I spent a little bit of time in Quito
Oh, wow.
back several years ago. That was the first time I ever ate guinea pig.
Oh, how was that?
It's not good. I sent it. I respectfully said I can't eat this. I need some ceviche.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, it
hey-
was never. Yeah.
We were talking about your
Real quick, we're on the podcast right now and we're live and all that stuff. So, yeah.
we're talking
Broke
about
up.
your is it James Best is his name?
Yeah.
James Best?
Yeah, Roscoe Pico
There you go.
train.
So you have General Lee and the cop car?
Yes,
That's cool.
I
That's-
do.
Okay, so kind of give us a little backstory. What was the inspiration behind getting the? Because I saw it. I was just telling Big D. I saw like in one of your recent snow videos. It was in the back. I could see it in the garage. I went, whoa! And then I forgot
Yeah.
to bring it up. What was the inspiration behind getting both of those vehicles?
Dude, I've always been a Dukes Hazzard fan. Ever since I could talk. I'm pretty sure my first words were, "I'm a Duke boy." Right? I've always loved the Dukes of Hazzard and the magical flying orange car, right? And I always said, if I ever hit the lottery, I won't tell anybody, but there will be signs. There will be
right.
a General Lee sitting in the driveway.
Hey, that the orange on your car is? I had to send the video to you. There's this guy who went really deep in the research of the paint code for that orange.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so you know about it? It's pretty wild.
Oh yeah, 100. The crazy thing about my car is it wasn't it's not one of the 12, right? It wasn't screen used or anything. But the cool thing about my car that we uncovered when we did about a 90% restoration this fall on it. Was that my car and Lee 1 have the same build features. They were both gold, and they both had the tan interior from the factory.
Oh, okay. Are your doors welded or are they open?
Oh, they open. I'm too old, man. My
Yeah,
back's busted.
yeah. I'm
I'm
gonna
not-
say that's it. Is it a what's?
No, thank you.
What do you have in it? What's the engine you have in yours?
It's a 440.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. She'll run like a scalded dog.
My Chevelle has a 454, and I always tell people I can pass anything on the road except a gas station. I get 5
Yep.
5 miles to the gallon.
Dude, they will suck it down. They thirsty.
Oh, it's insane.
But but it sounds so good.
I know. Do you have I was gonna say did you when you did the restoration on it, is it like a resto mod? Did you try and take it back pretty original?
No. I've not with. It's going to be a car that I drive, not one that I keep in the garage. So I put all new QA1 suspension in under it, put a Moser rear end under it, updated a few things with the Holley EFI Sniper and everything. So I mean, it's a modern car.
Do you like the fuel injection, that Sniper?
100%. That is the only way to go, bro. So, and I'm not just saying that because I'm partnered with Holley. That is because
you have a Holley deal. You have a deal for your carburetor.
Yeah.
What a legend!
Nice.
Well, one thing that you don't realize, and I didn't realize this until I partnered up with Holley, is they own everything. They own Simpson safety gear. I mean, like you name it. If it's got the same like colors as like Holley logo, if the logo kind of looks like a Holley logo, it's owned by Holley. I didn't know
Wow.
that.
I didn't either.
Yeah. Yep.
I know a lot of the guys in the classic car world get those for fuel injection stuff. Mine's still just an old carburetor.
Dude, trust me, if you ever put that Holley EFI on there, you will never go back to anything else. You'll wonder how you lived without it.
Mine won't even start right now. It's so cold.
Exactly. I can go out there. I can go in my garage right now with you on the phone, and I have not cranked that car all day, and it'll fire right up.
Yeah, mine does.
And how much is that to convert it?
It's really not that much.
Do you remember or no?
I don't know. Hell, I've never paid for one, but
I think
I've looked at the price on them.
I think they're like $500.
What's it called?
Or something.
The
It's a Sniper.
It's Sniper EFI, Holley EFI Sniper.
It's a
Dude, I'm telling you that we're putting it on my dad's 79 dent side that we're restoring right now. And
what is a 79 dent side? What is that?
F-250.
old pickup, yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you can get these anywhere from $900 to $2,000, depending on which one you look into.
Trust me, it's worth every penny.
Yeah.
And I can put you in contact with Holley if you want me to.
We could get a Holley deal.
Yeah. We're gonna
You shout them out on your program, and y'all are syndicated. Y'all are bigger than I am.
dude. We're just trying to get a Burger King deal,
Dude,
a
Trying
Dairy,
to get a coffee
a
deal.
Dairy Queen deal.
Taco Bell, baby.
Does Big D have those tiny hands? He could probably, if he had tiny hands, he'd get a Burger King deal.
That's right. Yeah, you crack me up. Hey, I'm so glad TikTok is still around and the year's still around. I ain't gonna lie, man. When you did your goodbye thing, I was like, man, this is sad. And
Dude, I'm a sentimental person. I've never told anybody that. And dude, I'm telling you, like I teared up a couple times, like doing those edits.
I
man.
saw
was
you.
just
I
like,
saw at
bro.
the very end when you finished, and then you came back
Yeah.
and you kind of looked, and I was like, why? Why'd you do that? Yeah, it was brutal, but yeah, I'm glad it's back, man. I'm glad. What do you think's
Yeah.
gonna happen with it now?
I think it's going to stay. Man, there's too much money in it
Yeah,
for
way
it to
too
go
much.
away. You know, I mean, and with Bezos now partnering with TikTok Shop, you know, with Amazon being able to sell stuff, I just don't see it going nowhere, man. There's just too much money.
Yeah, too many. Now, yeah, once they started getting connected, and you saw like, everyone's like, oh, we got to, delete your Facebook and delete your Instagram, and we're gonna fight this.
Those
And I'm like,
poor people who deleted
Yeah.
the app
I
off
know,
of their
and they
phone
can't,
and they can't
get it. Those phones are so
that's awesome.
expensive.
Have you seen those? The ones that people are selling
Oh,
on
yeah.
eBay? They've already got it
I've got-
installed.
Bro, I've got two phones sitting in my mother-in-law's suite right now that I didn't trade them in when I upgraded phones, and they've got TikTok installed. Dude, I've thought about it, but I'm like, I'm not giving it away with my
All the
account
stuff
information on there and everything. But,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if you can log in or not, but I mean, if they'll let you log out, I'll sell it.
You'll have-
everything I got is for sale except for my wife and kids, and they're free to a good home.
By the way, we have survived the loss of Friendster. When it went away, Yik Yak. Remember Yik Yak? It was supposed to be like the college campus.
What?
That existed for like 5
I don't
minutes.
remember
No,
that.
Yik
was
Yak
gone
was a
so
big
quick.
deal.
Yik Yak.
Vine was probably the one that affected me the most.
I loved Vine.
Then
Yeah,
Google,
Vine was fun.
Yeah.
Google Plus and MySpace are also the ones that we survived.
MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace.
Foursquare, you're forgetting about Foursquare.
Oh, Foursquare.
Foursquare went away.
Months, you know?
Yeah. MapQuest, where's that at? MapQuest
Yeah.
went away?
MapQuest is still there.
MapQuest.
I
That was
know
the original.
someone who
Yeah.
uses MapQuest
There
still.
still
I'm
is.
like, what are you doing? They're like, well, I don't know how to work it on my phone. I'm
The
like,
people
oh.
that use MapQuest are the same ones that have the tickets for flights. They still have the boarding passes.
Oh, the
the
printed-
paper boarding
Yeah,
passes.
yeah.
Well,
Or walk into a sporting event with
Paper
paper
ticket.
tickets.
Yeah.
Who does that? Psychos.
I
Big-
do,
big
but
teaser.
okay.
He is feeling very judged today.
Yeah, I feel a little threatened. Well, it started with my small hands.
Well,
and
I'm
now-
glad that you answered the phone. I was like, I don't know. We're going to take a gamble by calling you because
Yeah,
we were
appreciate it.
talking about your cars and it was just a cool thing. Are we going to see you at the National Wild Turkey event? Are you going to be out? Or
I believe I will be there with I'm part owner of Redfin Polarized, and we're going to have a booth there. So it's looking like I will be there in the Redfin booth.
okay.
Well, we're hosting the Opry show, so make sure you get to the Opry and we'll come back, hang out backstage.
Oh yeah,
with
that's
us.
where we met each other last.
It
the
is. Oh,
first
then
time.
you're right. That was a year. Oh my
no, that was
gosh.
2 years
2
ago.
years ago.
We met 2 years
Yeah, I
ago.
was back
at-
there with Gary.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I saw the picture of Gary on the jet with Trump Jr., I think it was, and I was
Dude,
like, look at
he's sitting on
him.
his lap. I was like,
know.
"You're cheating on me. What are you doing? Get out of his lap, Gary."
Hey, Gary, what are you doing? I mean, you talk about just redneck country come to town gorgeousness. It's all that.
Oh,
It's
it's
the
awesome.
best.
Gary's a good dude, man.
He's the
I can't
best.
speak enough good things about him.
Gary LaVox,
Like
by the way.
genuinely, like good people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gary treats you very well. Like I see the videos, and man, we're gonna be all goofy here, but I see the videos, the TikToks and all that, where you and Gary are just hanging out, and I'm like, you know what, y'all were meant for each other.
Yeah, I want to see you
Oh,
guys.
100%.
Yeah, I want to see you guys go on like an adventure and stuff like, all right.
Oh, I've only got 2 weeks left of the military, so I'm fixing to be retired.
Oh,
So
we
me-
got
me
2
and Gary-
weeks.
Yeah, so are we on the air?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
well,
are on the
podcast.
podcast.
Okay, I don't even care. We can throw it on the air. So I'm planning on jumping on Rascal Flats tour bus with Gary to go to a couple different cities
Nice.
this spring. So
Cool. Will you do something on?
I will be around.
Will you do something on stage? Will you get on and like open up or something? Or just
I can announce them on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already told him that I want to announce on.
That's great. Yeah, you guys should get in the.
I can hop across.
You guys should get in the Charger and just travel across America. I would watch that show. I would.
Well, we're talking about us riding Harleys from city to city.
Oof. Have you ever done that? Because I have, and it's terrible.
Oh yeah, I love riding, bro. I love it.
God,
I can't get enough of
It's
it.
the worst.
The distance.
Oh, it's just you just get the box butt. Oh, it's just
It's not
terrible.
the
Oh,
butt
that
I'm
is
worried
bad.
about.
But we're bougie. So I mean, the tour bus will always be there with a trailer. We can, stop for gas, park the bikes, and sit down and play Nintendo or something.
Okay, now that's the way to do it. That's what Nintendo.
That ain't working. That's the way you do it.
Well,
Money for
are you
nothing.
guys? Once you're retired, are you planning to stay where you're at, or you're thinking of moving closer to Gary?
Gary's building me a cabin right now on property.
A little
No,
mother-in-law
I
suite.
think we're gonna. Yeah. No, I think we're gonna stay here in Florida. We like it. The kids like it. People can't drive, but it's good weather.
Yeah.
Except for the snow, though. You didn't like that.
Yeah. You
That
handled
was
it well.
wild. That was the coolest thing I believe I've ever seen
It was
since I've
insane.
lived here.
Insane.
I mean, it was a blizzard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
First ever blizzard warning for the state of Louisiana ever in the history of ever. Insane.
That's insane.
Crazy. But we got that global warming going on. All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Trump
climate-
fixed it in 2 days.
You crack me up.
All right, we
All
love you,
right.
dude.
Send me
Y'all
pictures
have a
of your
good one.
car.
Love y'all. If y'all need anything, if y'all need anything, let me know.
Yeah,
okay,
you
we'll
too.
see you in a couple weeks.
Well, yeah, we'll see you at the Opry.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Later.
By God, let's do it.
All right, take care. You
Justin
can-
Nunley.
Bye.
Yeah, you can find him, Justin Danger Nunley, pretty much on all the platforms. He's everywhere.
He's got a real natural energy. Like he just like when he talks, you like want to listen to what he has to say.
Yeah.
He
He's
just
like
has that.
Beetlejuice.
Yes,
If
he
you
has
just
that-
say his name 3 times, he's going to appear wherever you're at.
Justin Nunley, Justin Nunley.
Hey, listen, did you know?
Dude, my favorite is like how sometimes he has one shoe on, or he's got the body bags in the background, and you're looking around looking at little Easter eggs, and it's like,
I didn't know he did that.
oh no, just watch his videos, and you'll see like there's random body bags like taped up in the background, but the shoe thing is like weird. One day he'll have on like one rubber boot, and the next day it'll be like one Croc. I mean, just weird. Yeah, just okay. Anyway, Justin Danger Nunley, look him up. We good? We done?
Yeah, Kane Brown coming up next.
Yeah.
Oh yes, here we go.
Closing.
This was the podcast, but now it's over. But that's okay, because you can listen to the regular show on the radio every
Sure
day.
is smoky in here.
It was the Big D and Bubba Weekly Podcast.
The Big D and Bubba Weekly Podcast.
Is that Doris Day?
The Big D and Bubba Weekly Podcast.
Who?
The Big D and Bubba Weekly Podcast.
Hey,